Hey, this is Nina from Breakable Strong Woman coming to you today with a little concern. I am from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I'm the mother of 4 children, 4 grandchildren. I have had so much bad experience here in Grand Rapids. All my life has been racism. Well, today I want this video to be shared among every YouTuber. Please share this video. My oldest son, name is David Chafee. He is a 29-year-old black male, never been in trouble in his life. He's a registered gun carrier. He has 1 child, never been behind on his child support. I want you to please help me. He has been discriminated against at his apartment complex called Klingman's Loft, downtown Grand Rapids, 40 Ionia. It's also owned by Baker's Loft. This is a government property. And by what I mean by government property, they go by your income. So he still pay almost $800 a month at this property. He's been there 2 years. Okay, the manager, who is a white woman, married to a black man, who is the maintenance man. They have been threatening and antagonizing people. If you don't do what they say, if you don't mind them, they're going to kick you out. Her husband is a maintenance man, and he threatened to get people evicted all the time. It was some young ladies had a dispute, and he ran out there like he was security because his wife is the property manager, okay? Well, this property manager, who likes black men, have flirted with my son several times. From the day she met him, she asked him, did he have a girlfriend? He said yes. So when she finally met his girlfriend, she started treating him horrible. Just picking with him. Just unnecessary write-ups. She wrote him up one time because his girlfriend got an Amazon package there. No one could use your address. He ate that. Then he had some furniture delivered, and I guess she noticed some furniture was coming in there. She wrote him up saying that he cut the heat up, and that's against the property policy to touch the heat. Now, the heat is behind a locked box. And on this particular day that he got wrote up touching the heat, it was at least 75 degrees outside. So he showed it to me, and I'm like, make a complaint. Corporate never called him. Never followed up with him. Okay? He didn't say nothing about that. He made a complaint. In this office, you never can reach nobody, because they running around like a happy couple trying to be top flight security over these low income people. Okay? Then he asked them, because I was moving, he said, is it okay if my mother who is my business partner, and I am her editor for her YouTube channel and her business that she run, is it okay if she gets some mail here because she's changing addresses to another state soon? And I want to know, can my mom get some mail here? So he added my name to get some mail there. They wrote him up for that. Said it was against the policy, and he asked them. He never did it. So he got wrote up for something he was inquisitive about. Not something he did, okay? Then, what was the other write-up? Okay, the big one. He got a new car. He has a sticker on his car. He took it off his old car, and he has a sticker on his new car. Where he lives is very minimum parking. And if you want to park downstairs underneath, you got to pay $100 a month. If you want to park across the street, you got to pay $58 a month. And this is for low-income folks. But if you got a sticker and it's parking, you can park in the parking lot, right? And on the side of the building is no parking. You'll get a ticket. They don't tow, they give you a ticket. Well, on this particular day, last Sunday, I believe, David came home. It was no parking in the parking lot besides the fire lane. It was like blue stripes. It wasn't handicapped. It was like in the middle. But it was no parking on the street because he didn't want to get a ticket. He didn't have $58 to park across the street. And he didn't have the the ticket to park underneath for $100. So the only way he can park was right there. And he looked around the parking lot. It was several cars that didn't belong there. Now, they said his girlfriend car was parked there. He don't even know how her car got there, if it was, because he wasn't with her that day. So you got to scan to get into this parking lot. He gets into the parking lot. He parks. His girlfriend come over the next day and asked him where was his car. He said, what do you mean? My car is outside. She said, no, it's not. He go outside. His car was gone. He calls me, Mom, my car gone. I said, well, how? Who? Somebody steal it? Because his other car that I have it in my insurance was broken into last month. And I had to come over there because it's in my name, and it's in his name now too. I had to add his name. But the car was in my name, okay? So I had to go over there and make a police report because the car got broken into on the property. They never said nothing. Never offer apology. Never tell me I can come get a videotape. Nothing. So I ate that. But anyway, I digress. He goes to the office and he asks about his car. They said they towed it because he's in a fire lane. He said, wait a minute. I pay rent here. I can park and no parking on the street and won't get towed. They'll give me a ticket. He said, normally you put a green sticker on people's car and get them a warning to move. You didn't give me a warning. You just towed my car and I'm a resident? Well, you was in the fire lane. He said, people park here all the time, every single day. Well, sometimes we don't get around to towing cars. She's been harassing him ever since he would not talk to her. Towed his car. It's almost rent time. $300 he had to pay to get his car out of tow. So while he's standing there, my son is not aggressive at all. He barely raises his voice. Anybody know him? He don't even speak loud. He's sitting there by the door and he said, this is some bullshit. How can y'all tow a resident car and I pay to be in this parking lot? This some bullshit and I want to talk to corporate. This is what he said. The policy needs to change. They give him corporate number. He leaves a message. Corporate never calls him back. He wait and wait and wait. The next day or the day after, he get a letter from the same white manager, Karen, that states he's banned from the office throughout the rest of his lease term, which is in March. If he need maintenance, he has to write a letter. They will not communicate with him. He's not allowed near them because they're afraid, and he was an aggressive black man pretty much. They didn't put the black man in it, but this is what they're saying. And to top everything, you know what they said? We will not be re-signing your lease because you threatened staff. So they're going to not re-sign my good, hard-working black son, my king, who I raised very well to abide by this law that he never broke. He got to leave because 2 white women in the office claim he was aggressive. So we got the NAACP involved. We called Fair Housing and Legal Aid. Legal Aid told him, as soon as they deny your lease to be signed, to please call us. Which we don't want to wait till then. I want something done now because enough is enough, and that ain't the end of it. I said, call the regional manager. So he did. Today, it was a white man. David is trying to explain to him what happened. He said, I never was aggressive, sir. I was upset. I was angry about my car, but I did not direct it towards them. I said the policy. I never threatened nobody. He said, well, no one will antagonize my employees. So I'm not going to resign your lease because you antagonized my employees. David was like, I did not. He said, I'm a hardworking black man. As soon as he said that, the regional manager slammed the phone in his face. Treated him like he's a criminal. But see, this time, and I done lost jobs. I've been treated horrible by Karens. But this time, this is my son. I'm not going to allow nobody on this earth to mistreat my children when I know they're not wrong. My son is a good son. He's a good kid. He was a straight A student in school. He's a YouTuber, up and coming YouTuber. He edit, he direct. He's known all over this city for recording and doing great things. He's been working since he was 16. He has one daughter who is 8 years old, and she adores him. You think I'm going to let these people title my son as an aggressive black man? Not on my clock. It ain't finna happen today, Karen. And her husband, who's running around treating these people like they in prison, is about to be exposed. And if nobody help me, I swear I will march up and down in front of Cleveland's Loft and Baker's Loft until somebody hear me. I'm gonna get the news out there. Somebody's going to hear me, because you will not deny my son somewhere to live, a hard-working man, because somebody lied on him. They lied. I want the video, because I know my son. And I know that video is only going to show him saying, this is bullshit. The policy needs to change. How y'all told my car and I'm a resident? That's not being aggressive. That's a person that's concerned about their car. But when you know what, Karen, that girl wasn't scared, because when them women was about to fight when I was out there one day, she ran from across that parking lot out of that office like she was old boy at the school. What's that school? Lean on Me. With the bullhorn, running, making threats to these black women. If y'all don't get in y'all house, I'm evicting you. And I'm looking at her like, you can't evict people because they outside their apartment? And then her husband, I told them to get in the house. Y'all ain't finna have nowhere to live. Her black husband. You going against your own people that you know barely making it. Threatening their livelihood. Because y'all feel like y'all have authority. And I don't understand how husband and wife even working together at a government property. And yes, I'm going to say it again. She's mad because my black, handsome, king son would not talk to her. And if I'm lying, why do you continuously bring up his girlfriend? David, where's your girlfriend? Oh, your girlfriend was over there. Oh, that's your girlfriend's car. How are you paying that much attention to David when you have about 500 tenants? How do you know what his girlfriend drive? When she come and go? Why are you watching his residence? Because you like him. And because he don't like you, you gave him a hard time. Do your husband know that? Well, now he's going to know. But today is not the day. Cleveland's Loft, Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is a government property, is denying to re-sign my black son's lease because he complained of them towing his car out of private property where he pays rent. Even if it was in a fire zone, you warn your tenants. Everybody else gets stickers. Even people that don't live there get a sticker on their car before they get towed. So if someone lived there, you tow their car? Not only that, if you go to Cleveland's Loft and look at all the complaints, they talk about the staff nonstop. It's racism going on because the majority of people live there is black. And they have white people running it. And they running it like this is a slave building. They have notes everywhere. Oh, it's quiet time, 9 and 9. Remember this or remember. It's like they're not even paying rent. This is not free. People paying to be here. And you treat them like they're children. And every little thing, you threatening their livelihood to put them out. Oh, you can't have nobody spend a night. You can get evicted. Oh, if somebody get an Amazon package here, we're going to evict you. Man, it's enough is enough. If I got to go to Lansing and talk to the governor, I will. Because I'm a taxpayer. My father fought for this country. My family are working people. We pay taxes. So our taxes go on that building. And we're not going to sit back and allow the government to treat black people any kind of way because they low income. And my son really not low income. He's a single person, live by himself, and make a pretty good, decent living. His place is immaculate. It's beautiful. He keeps it clean. He's not loud. He's not violent. He don't hurt people. He barely used profanity. He's my soft-spoken, intelligent child. I know this kid. I know he didn't do that because I know his demeanor. And he will not be titled as violent. My name is Nina Mayberry from Unbreakable Strong Woman. I have videos on YouTube. I speak every day. I make videos. I will be telling my story on a daily basis, but I'm begging you all, whoever on YouTube, to please share this. I wanted to get to Roland Martin and some other YouTubers because I need them to see what people go through. I know I see other people get help. I need help. I need my son's story to be told, and I have another story about my life that I have experienced here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I'm going to make a video about that next. But please share this video. Please. Please subscribe and like. This is your girl, Nina. Have a good day. Bye.